swing of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Trying to keep this drive alive. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force it out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so forth.
Turning on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Noles want to crank the tempo. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as your quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They methodically work their way down the field. The 11th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Louisville's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Got his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll go to the ground, finding an escape route. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Wide open spaces. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Brown has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Moss. Finds his target down the middle. Turns it on at midfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
On the run from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
There he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Knowles. Excellent pass by the back on the option. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabbed in the middle. It's Skinner. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse. It's a seam wide open, turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Flips it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Quick release on the RPO. If he goes down right there, that play's going to lose yardage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It'll be third and long. He might want another play. On third down, going up top. Pulls it in. It's White. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Lucas. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's looking to throw on third and short. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the score.
Gets away from one. He's got space. The ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. The inside handoff. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Back to pass. It's Moss. Here's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Snares it outside. It's Brown. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Noles will hustle to the line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they have Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll run this play from the pistol. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The screen, and watch out. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Off play action. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Moss. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
run the slant route day one. And this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Still running at the 40. Racing down the left side. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown Seminoles. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Scanning the field, it's Moss. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The screen, he can go. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And this one is perfect. The lead is now back down
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. This is a designed run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Got his man downfield.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Moss. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
On third down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Motion from the wideout. Hands it off. Bounced off his feet.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things.
Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. And now the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To throw, it's Moss. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense got him at the 27. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're undeterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between.
Makes the catch down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And some room to work. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards. of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Noles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Forced out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. And they'll knock him down.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick.
Touchdown, Noles! And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's golden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air, it's Moss. Quick spin on the ride. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Brown. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cardinals! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's looking to pass. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Stumbled to the ground. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. And the Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.